How you going, my viewers? Just here today with a video about spirituality, and just gonna have a little chat about it. A lot of people get lost in researching and writing down and studying like it's something that you go to university and do. Now, spirituality isn't like that. Okay, it's a lifestyle, and focusing on your chakras, your 7 chakras, is probably the most important thing you can possibly engage in. Working on your temple, your body, and feeding the chakras appropriately. And the way you do that is, get into it, research it. And I'll just give you a little example. With your throat chakra, you exercise speaking truth and don't lie. Just as a little example. It's only a small thing you can do, and it will begin to open up your chakra. Now, once all your chakras are opened up and the energy is flowing through them properly, people talk about the kundalini, which is the flow of energy from your root chakra all the way up to your crown. And this will open up your crown chakra for you to receive energy from the source. Once this starts happening, everything else starts falling into place by itself. And what's also very important for people that want to go on the path of spirituality is understanding the flow of energy, whether it's positive or negative. There has to be a balance. Also another thing that's important is nature. Living things have energy, positive energy. So you can't, you're going to have to rearrange your whole lifestyle eventually, but you can't do it overnight, because it'll be a shock to your system. You're not going to be ready, you're not going to absorb it. And as you find, the further you delve into it and practice it, and actually believe genuinely, soul-heartedly from your heart, things will start coming to you naturally. The universe will notice its child waking up. Okay? And as your body and your soul begins to question and ask and want more answers, you'll be like a magnet, because you're already on that path with the energy spooling up inside of you. I'm not getting too deep into it. There's plenty of information out there for people to go out there and research. But know this, once you go on this path, you will make many enemies. I'm not a perfect individual. I'm by far not perfect. Okay, I've done a lot of things wrong in my life. But, the real bad thing is to not live your life how you're supposed to live it as a human being. And that's to, keeping your soul starving from feeding. You may feed your physical body with this gluttonous food, this fatty food, this food full of salt, genetically modified crap, chemicals and all this shit, hormones. You're just feeding your physical body, your vessel. But you also got to feed your spiritual body. Your soul needs to eat. Okay? And light and energy is how your soul eats. And then once you get to a point, you have a natural recognition towards other people that are either on a similar vibrational level to you or on their way, climbing up the vibrational ranks. Doesn't make you better than anyone. Actually, the more you climb up in terms of vibrational levels, the less you view yourself as something important and view everything else external to you as more important. So, this is something that you should get into. And I know having earrings and whatnot is not a part of spirituality. That's your physical, part of materialistic things. But other than that, it's just a form of expression. So get involved, people. Start researching about spirituality. Start meditating. All these yoga practices and whatnot, they're awesome. It helps you get the blood flowing properly through your body and teaches you self-discipline and how to use your body in ways that you didn't know was possible. But it's not detrimental to spiritual growth. Okay? Meditation isn't necessary to spiritual growth, because you should be in a state of meditation every day, every minute of every day. You know what I mean? Through how you live, through how you operate. And if you want to also notice the Chinese, when they do Feng Shui, in the mornings, when they sort of like a dance, but it's very graceful. They're moving very, very slow and gentle to not disturb the energies around them. And also, if you notice the Japanese culture, the ancient Japanese culture, everything was for sort of done as a ritual. Even the way they pour their tea, even the way they close their door, everything that they do is to not disturb the positive flow of energy around them. Which is why they had paper walls and whatnot, so it's not restricting energy. If I do come up with anything else, I will post another video. But don't get caught up in other people's lectures and teachings when they delve too deep into certain things. Don't reach out for something unless you're ready for it, and the universe will let you know when you're ready for it, because it will present it through to you in the form of synchronicity. Now, if you want to watch a good movie that will help with all this, get you started, or a couple of movies, is a movie by Keanu Reeves called Little Buddha, and another movie called Celestine Prophecy. Watch both these two movies, and that'll be a good foundation for you to work on. Don't jump into Sanskrit teachings or Buddhist teachings straight away, because they're going to be hard to digest and understand. You've got to build your foundation first, and then work up from there. But just get involved, people. Get involved. It's empowering. It keeps you going. It keeps your body healthy. And and just stay away from that bloody tap water. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, there's a conspiracy and there's fluoride and metals and all these sorts of crap in there that's been put in there purposely. I don't know if it's been done purposely, but I do know that there's a lot of old pipes underneath the ground. A lot of old metal pipes. And when the water goes through those metal pipes, it's going to take little bits of metal and shit off it and, into your cup as it comes out the end of your tap. So metal's not good for us. It's not good for our brain either. And meat is very good for us, but we shouldn't eat it every day in 3 meals. It's just poison for you. You're eating something that's dead. When you eat something that's dead, it's rotting. You're eating something rotting. It's not good. So eat living foods like fruit, vegetables, and don't overcook them, because when you overcook them, it loses a lot of the nutrients. If you can eat them raw, it just does wonders for you. But don't change your diet so fast, because it'll be a shock to your system. You'll shut down. You're used to working and operating, and your brain's firing up at a certain rate, in association to what you eat. You are what you eat. So you got to do it slowly. And what's very, very important is fasting. I'm going to put it to you blunt. Starving your body does a lot of wonders for you. If you at least just do it once in your life, go for a long periods of times without eating and drinking water, and just go through a bit of hardship, burden some of that hardship, it does wonders for you. Even journeys on foot does a lot of wonders for you. Just journeys on one foot, just going on journeys. Don't have to have a specific destination. But if you go alone and just go on a journey, even if it's trailblazing or hiking or whatnot, just go alone, go out there and do it. It gives you time to think. It removes you from this concrete jungle, this giant rat race, this circuit. Okay, and then you reconnect to who you are, because people wake up every day and they don't even remember who they are or what they are. They're just caught up in this current. Your friends call you in the morning, or you wake up and go to work, or whatnot, it just keeps you pulled away from understanding who you are. We don't have much time alone to work all these things out. So it's not like a degree in the university. It's just once you're on this path, you attract things that you're ready to digest. That's just how it works. You just synchronize within the energy and whatnot, and you find your place, and then slowly, the universe will present certain truths to you. Anyways, you also find that you have natural understandings about things that you shouldn't have natural understandings about because you haven't read about, you haven't researched, you haven't even delved into it. But how would you understand? For example, plant life or medicines and whatnot. What's healthy for you to eat and what's good for you as a therapeutically. As a natural remedy. These things will just start coming to you naturally because your body, when you're hungry, your body's asking you to eat. So your body's telling you, feed me. Or when you're thirsty, your body tells you, I want to drink some water. So listen to your body, people. When you quiet your mind down enough, you can hear your body. You can hear what it's asking for. Okay? Now, if you're watching TV and stuck on the phone, you're not going to hear shit. Because you're being blasted with propaganda and advertisements and whatnot, telling you what you want and how to think and how to feel and how to judge and how to live. Okay? Remove all these things from your life because up here, in here, is the only guideline. There's no book on the face of this earth that's going to tell you how to operate, how your body needs to operate. There may be suggestions in certain religious beliefs and spiritual beliefs, but they are all put down on paper by people that have come before us who have listened to themselves. Do you know what I mean? So they're giving you example. I don't mean to offend people out there. Believe me, this is not my intention. But we are a creation of the Creator. Just like He created animals with instincts and how to survive. They don't, I've watched animals in documentaries and observed them out in nature. They don't go back and sit in a book and say, oh, this is what I must do, da-da-da-da-da. No, they listen to their instincts and they're doing well. The only reason why they're dying off is because of us, because we're not following our inside book. You know what I mean? So get out there, people, and just start living as a human being. That doesn't mean you got to go clubbing, and holidaying and partying and spending money. That's not living. Okay, that's not living. Living is living up here and allowing yourself to express yourself as a human being, as a man or woman, 100% freely, free-flowingly, no blockages. That's how your body starts to form diseases, dis-ease and illnesses. It clogs up, the energy clogs up in your body and becomes negative and festers. Okay? Your diet is the most important thing. Okay? It's very, very important. If you can get your hands on this book called the Gospel of the Essenes, I think that's what it's called, or anything to do with the Essenes, get involved with what they preach, because they teach the human being of what to put inside them. Okay? And to get 100% out of your vessel and your soul. I know it may not make sense, I may be just jumbling around. I'm not some genius on this matter, or I don't know 100%. I'm just going by what I've experienced, what I've practiced, and what's worked for me. Okay? So get out there, people, and unshackle yourselves. Only you can do it. Unshackle yourselves. Don't sit there watching video after video about spirituality and think it's just going to come to you. No, watch what you can, dabble in here and there, but don't get fixed on one topic, and then practice it, and then see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You will find your way. In Buddhism, they'll tell you to do the full lotus leaf when you're full lotus flower when you're meditating. You know, put both your feet up on your thighs, cross them, and position your hands in a certain way for the energy to flow. Well, that is perfect. It works. Of course it works. But that's just a model for you to apply, and then build off from there and work and apply what works for you best. Okay? Because not everyone's body is the same. Not everyone can position themselves the same way. So you've got to find a position that will fit for you. Meditation is important. It's very important, but it's not necessarily has to be done by sitting down and blurring everything out of your surroundings. No. Meditation could be going for a hike in the in the outback or in the bush, and actually just getting lost in the environment, becoming one with it. That's a form of meditation. So I'll leave you with love, people, and hopefully you get out there and break those chains of those chains that are around your soul. Take it easy, my friends.